Good morning, folks. Welcome back. It's my third video in the morning, and it's now about 12 minutes before 12 noon on Saturday morning, Mother's Day weekend, the 7th day of May, 2022. And this is Today in History from today's Halifax Herald. Today in History. In 1945, World War II ended in Europe with the unconditional surrender signed by General Alfred Jody, Jodi, in Reims, France. And so World War II ended, folks, 72 years ago today. And I'm going to make this video personal. This here, I'm going to refer to a wonderful lady who I've had the distinct honor and pleasure of working with for 23 years. This is the calendar from the MODG, the Municipality District of Guysborough. You notice I have a highlighter around circling Saturday the 7th. Wonderful people of the great county of Guysborough. And I just spoke to EILEEN Wood, who turned 83, her last birthday, will be 84 this birthday. She said, Mom, and they lived in Leicesterdale, Havendale, along the beautiful Haven River. You go up the Boylston Bridge, heading back towards the Roman Valley. They were in Leicesterdale. She's the daughter of the late Carl Marr and Mary Marr. And Mary, of course, was a Clary, and Mary's mother, Grandma Clary's maiden name was Cunningham. So that covers a lot of the large Irish families up that way. You've got Marrs, you've got Clarys and Cunninghams in the story. It's not only story, it's a fact. Mrs. Marr this morning was gone to New Glasgow. She got in the monastery, got on the bus at monastery, and got the Acadian lines and took them up to New Glasgow with her oldest brother, Robert, EILEEN being the second oldest in the family, and her little brother at the time, Bernie. Okay, they were gone to New Glasgow to visit her grandmother, Eva, in New Glasgow. Eva Clary Wordy Lake, okay? Mrs. Eva Clary lost her husband, so she got married. So, again, remarried. She was still relatively young. So, anyway, so in the house again, Mrs. Mary Marr is gone. Daddy's gone fishing. And there's oldest brother Robert, little brother Bernie, and they're all gone to Glasgow. So who's left at home? There was Aunt Margaret, EILEEN, and her next to kin, Leo. So there was EILEEN and Leo, and I always say, next to Bernie, they're two finest ones in that whole family. And there were few cars around, and about the middle of the afternoon, EILEEN just got off the phone about 15 minutes ago, she can remember it like yesterday. So that's 77 years ago. She's 83. She would have been a 6-year-old girl with her little brother Leo, who had been a year younger, so maybe about almost 5 years old. Okay, and she was 6. Okay, the few cars around went up the road, dirt road, tooting. And they didn't really know what it was about at the time. They had a radio, and I quote her, okay, the radio was so staticky that you had to sit on top of the damn thing to hear it. That's her exact words. Okay, and she, reality was using a 4-letter word, EILEEN. Okay, anyway, the radio was so staticky, you had to sit on top of the damn thing to hear it. And the people talked about it for days. There was rationing during World War II. You had coupons to buy butter. You were allowed to think, how'd it go? 2 pounds of butter a month, I believe. Depends on the number of people. Okay. And people used butter and everything back then. And it wasn't for free. This wasn't food stamps. You had the coupon to go and buy the butter. Somebody else told me one day they had coupons to get it, and they didn't have enough money to buy it, so his grandparents he grew up with, gave the coupon to somebody else to use it. That coupon entitled you to buy the butter. That's what the people went through. The great people of Guysborough County, the beautiful, beloved Guysborough County, how many gave their lives? Nova Scotia, all across Canada, United States, there's over 50 million people lost their lives in World War II. And EILEEN commented this morning on the war in Ukraine and said those people's lives will never be the same. And this is not a negative dwelling on the past lady. She's one of the most positive, She's right in the league of Aunt Hattie, saintly Aunt Hattie. One of the most positive, forward-looking, saintly ladies I've ever met. I'm going to repeat that. EILEEN Wood, Neymar, married name is Wood, is one of the most positive, forward-looking ladies I've ever met. Period. I can say that unequivocally. And she said these people going to the war in Ukraine will never, their lives will never be quite the same. Still have to go forward, but they take in, so the joy, I'm going to repeat that. The few cars that were there went up through the community, up the Roman Valley Road, tooting. And the radio was so statically, you had to sit top of the damn thing to hear it. And the people talk, so EILEEN was born in 1939. Yeah. She was a war baby. She was born, and she would have been born at the start of World War II, and as a 6-year-old girl, says, I can remember, I'm going to close with the quoting EILEEN, I can remember it like yesterday, clear as a bell. Her not a drinker, not a smoker, so her mind is definitely not a drug user. Her mind is sharp and clear. And with that, I got to go. We should say a prayer to all the veterans. There are very few, and the day's going to come when there's nobody left that remembers the end of World War II. Okay, so we'll say a prayer. We'll do the Hail Mary this morning because it's Mother's Day weekend. Hail Mary, full of grace, blessed are thee among women, blessed is the fruit of thy womb, thy baby Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. So, with that, I got to go. This video, I don't care if it has 2 views or 220 views or 200. It got to be recorded. We're recording it for posterity, for history. Please share it far and wide. And pray for all the soldiers and the people that sacrificed so much to get through World War II, that we have the right to make videos and to buy newspapers. I repeat, I'm going to close on that one. That we have the right to make videos and supposed to have independent media and buy newspapers, have good journalism. Thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day. And today, the 77th anniversary of the end of World War II in Europe. Thank you. Bye for now. God bless the soldiers.